Welcome to day 6 on the Getaway canning stock route. Today we're travelling from well 34 to just past well 31. We're still in Martu country. Let's go. Here's a visual for you showing Villaluna where we started the track and Walluna where we'll finish. Every morning Jeremy would give us the weather report.
Before we get to the corrugations, Erika, I'd like to give you the morning weather.
Another thing that occasionally happened, we'd have a group meal or some sort of special event together in the evening, and that also brought us together as a group. Last night the lovely Leslie cooked the most beautiful damper. We had that with jam and that was a really lovely treat. Many people said the corrugations, 40 kilometres either side of Kunawarritji, were diabolical. Guess what? They were right.
There's a camel coming in for a drink.
We had a new trip leader that took us into well 33. Why is that? Because poor Erika and Murray had to drop back because they'd done another shockie. You've been promoted?
Well, I've been chucked into litre, unfortunately. And
same shockie, same wheel.
Same wheel, same shockie.
Oh my God.
Not good.
No.
They have to limp into Kunawarritji, whatever it is.
Kunawarritji. Well 33 is an absolute oasis. How exquisite is this? It's absolutely beautiful. You can have a shower here, Jeremy. And it's really a kind of beautiful spot and everyone's here enjoying it, as you can see. Look at them all. They're set up. Don't know if this will come out. It's going in straight into the sun. Anyway. Some people break up the trip by staying here a few days. Others stay here a few days while they fix up the brakes. This guy has broken down. Surprise, surprise in this vehicle. Unbelievable. It's not even an off-road caravan. I would have thought this would be silly to bring up here. This guy didn't want to talk about it, understandably. His third busted shockie on the same wheel. Oh my goodness. 40 kilometres south of Kunawarritji, the well, is Kunawarritji, the Aboriginal community. Wow. They also have fuel there, which we needed, and they have a shop. Yes. We're here at Kunawarritji. Need to get some fuel for the next leg. $3.40? Yeah. Well, what's the option? The O-ring's bloody leaking here. Jeremy's making a right mess. But anyway, we're getting a discount, he reckons. The bite at the fuel pump was a bit brutal, but I guess considering the remoteness out here, you can understand it. You know where they bring the fuel from? Alice Springs. JJ's Outback store at Kunawarritji. And here's Taz coming through. He comes up here for 6 months every year. The little general stores, plenty of tucker here, baked beans. Battery, handy to know. Gee, I'll tell you what, I don't know how they go for plants out here. Oh yeah? We were pretty impressed with the range of goods and the prices in the shop, considering the remoteness of the area. Meanwhile, Murray and Erika limped in.
Well, the car's pretty stuffed. It's not really worth changing the shockie over.
Not again.
Because we haven't got one. But aside from that, we had a couple of mechanics have a look at it, and they basically said that as long as we go slowly and plod along, we shouldn't encounter too many problems that shouldn't do any long-term damage to the car. And if it does long-term damage to the car, this will be our last trip. So it's been great travelling with you, Rona.
Gotta hand it to Murray and Erika. They keep their sense of humour no matter what. Great trip leaders. What do you think of this place, Denise?
I think anywhere that's got a hot shower is just wonderful.
Oh, and Denise smells like a rose. And Rona smells like
a fantastic.
A lot better than I did.
That we did an hour or so ago. Yeah. Absolutely.
Showers and washing machine at Kunawarritji are pretty good. Taz gave us a free shower each because of the busted O-ring on the fuel pump. when you think of the prices out there, I think we paid for the whole shower block. Never mind. Meanwhile, we thought we'd missed out on our history lesson at well 33.
Hey, getting back to that well, they actually cleaned it out in about 1986, and you know they actually got out about 1,000 skulls of birds, 10 billies, and a couple of buckets. You know, it's
Yeah.
what you find when you clean it up.
It must have been an interesting cup of tea. This is well 32, Naiyaru. No. Here it is. Let's have a quick look. Come on, Luce.
Ready? No. Not that end.
That end, you want me to jump in? This one I lifted, Joe, but it seemed like the metal was under it. Do you want to have a go? We'll lift it off.
Yeah.
So it must be under there.
Yeah. I think we'll give it a miss, mate.
I think so. Leslie tried to stand in at well 32 and give us a bit of history from the book, but the wind was too strong out there, so you're going to have to read up. Get Phil Bianchi's book, and also get Rona and Erika Gard's book. Here they come. How's she travelling?
Oh, good. Slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It's not too far. Did you go down all the side tracks?
Well, we tried. A couple of them I missed.
Yeah, they're fast turns, aren't
Oh,
they? Good for the shockies.
oh yeah.
Well, there are numerous side tracks to avoid the corrugations along these very bad stretches. To be honest, I wasn't sure if the side tracks were better than the corrugated main drag.
A native well called, what is it called? If I was feeling energetic, I'd get the shovel out.
Oh, you wouldn't have to dig far. They'd do it with their hands.
Yeah.
No.
There are so many tracks out there. Occasionally, we did an unscheduled side trip. Yeah, that was the Canning stock route, but we realise only 5 k's down the road. Navigation can be quite tricky out there. We used several different navigation packages so that we could cross-check. We're in search of well 31, but
No, maybe not.
but finally we found it. So here we are at well 31. Looks quite damp down there, but if you dig in there, there'll be a bit of wet stuff. Notice all the plant and spinifex material around this well. That was not unusual at a number of the wells that we saw. Erika Gard, the author of The Traveller's Guide, has asked us to actually care for this infrastructure, which has cost a fortune to repair, and we need to protect it from fire damage by clearing around the wells. There'll be a video on this in future so that you can have a look at that, please, and let's look after the wells. Our beloved trip leaders, plus Denise and Graham, caught up with us. So what do you got to say about this one?
Well, actually, this is the one I was thinking of at the last spot. This is where Snell came along in 29 and he decided to refashion all the wells and stuff that were in a state of disrepair, and he reckoned it wasn't as good water here as it was about 3 kilometres down the track. So there's another disused well down the track which Snell put in 29. Canning came back in 30, didn't like Snell's idea, so he came back and he put this one back down again. So this is where the original one was.
Okay. We're wondering about this Snell and Canning, where there's a bit of rivalry.
They liked each other.
Canning certainly did not like Snell. More on that in a future video. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up. Please put your comments in the comments box below. Subscribe by hitting this button. That way you stay up to date with all the future vids. Thank you for joining me on Rona's Roadshow. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.